YouTube, what's up? How you guys doing? So I'm gonna talk to you guys today about some YouTube tips, but before we do that, let's unbox this 1 million YouTube play button that just arrived. And you guys already know this one, right? You guys already know this one. You know, I've disclosed the channel, I've shown you guys the channel that I got this one from, and yeah, it's been a while back, so it's about time that we unbox the new play button in comparison. And I know this is all about motivation, okay, all about showing you guys that it's possible to make on YouTube. It is not that tough, and I spilled the tea. If you see my channel right now, this one that I'm working on right now, it's just with the purpose to spill the tea, to give you guys the honest truth, what really works, no BS, and I don't even sell a course. So just to say, you only get nothing but the truth on this channel. All right. I already opened it once, so I'm just gonna not gonna do like it's the first time opening, like it's the second time or the third time opening this one. But yeah, from YouTube, as you can see. All right, and this one feels a lot lighter in comparison. Like this is the 100,000 play button. It's a different channel and it looks bigger. This is the 1 million play button, also a different channel. Maybe I shouldn't show the name, let me just do this. All right, and it's golden, it's a lot lighter, looks more like, you can see one, what does it say, like the light is a bit like, anyways, it's the 1 million play button. All right, there's 1 million on it for passing 1 million subscribers. And this is not a shorts channel, because it's a lot easier to get 1 million subs when you only do shorts, and we're about making business and money here, so we ain't gonna be doing stuff that it's just to get views for views sake. Nah, we ain't gonna just get subs for subs sake. We're gonna actually make cash. So you can see both of them, actually they're equally big. Oh yeah, same, they are equally big. But yeah, anyways, how do we get this? How do we succeed on YouTube? That is the video. All right, now just gonna hold it like this right as I speak. First things first, YouTube is not a crazy place where you have to experiment so many things. It's very easy, and you probably hear a lot of different advices from different YouTubers, from different gurus, because there are many ways there are many ways to make it on YouTube. There is no one way fits all. There is no, this is the only way. No, there are many ways to make it on YouTube. The world is filled with different people with different interests, and we all have different preferences. Some like videos, for instance, where somebody like me sits down and talk. Some like videos where it's overly edited with like numbers, graphics, and all that stuff. Some prefer videos that are animated. So there are different ways to succeed on YouTube. It doesn't really matter what type of channel you have. There are many strategies that would work, but it all comes down to these few things. First things first, you pick your niche, right? And even if nowadays YouTube is pretty much based on serving your videos to the right persona, to the right person, because it's based on interest, it's now interest media. So YouTube can actually serve your videos on a certain topic to someone that is actually interested in that topic, right? Still, I still feel like it's good to have a niche, because what is your purpose? What is the point of you making your videos? You can't just be yapping about everything. You should have something that you want to be known for. So once you pick your niche, your biggest killer will be actually consistency. Something is falling on my table, don't worry. Your biggest killer would be consistency, because if anything can stop you from making from YouTube, is you just not showing up regularly. Every human falls to this, I would say, devilish trait, which is you start very motivated, and at a certain point, for whatever reason, you just stop. Especially since YouTube takes time to actually, start promoting, or let's say showing your channel to multiple viewers. For the first couple of months, it just feels like you are working for nothing. And it takes a lot of, let's say, discipline to keep on showing up every single time, even though your views don't really show any signs of progress. But it doesn't mean that you are failing. It's just that the YouTube system is different, And the strategies of like thumbnails, editing, I think that is a bit secondary. That's a bit secondary. Because if it was just for having the best thumbnails, first of all, what makes you judge a thumbnail to be the best thumbnail? You have to therefore first of all make a lot of thumbnails to have a judgment of what a good thumbnail could be. So that's why in the beginning, just being consistent is the best thing you can do, because the more views you make, the more thumbnails you produce, you get a sense of like what is a good thumbnail. Like you can't really have a good judgment from just making 10 or 15 thumbnails. You need to have some volume. So if anything, experienced YouTubers like me, we have put in so much work, so much volume, to the point that we just understand now what makes a good thumbnail. We have a taste for what makes a good thumbnail. In a nutshell, I would say if your thumbnail can actually portray the essence of your video in a very simple and easy to understand way, as clear as possible, that makes up for a good thumbnail. And if your title conveys the point of your video as easy and clear as possible, paired with the thumbnail together, that makes up for a good title. But the more you upload videos on YouTube, you're gonna have a better sense of what is a good title, what is a good thumbnail. It comes faster. Now, it comes back to you just being consistent. And when it comes to different, let's say, styles of storytelling, like I say, there are way too many people on this planet. They have different preferences, and I would always pick the style that comes more natural to you. So, for instance, like I say, if you have some strengths in any way or shape or form of storytelling, use it. If you are very good at talking straight to camera, use that to your advantage. If you are very good at, let's say, editing, use that to your advantage. If you are very good at, let's say, long form podcasting, use that to your advantage. We all have some strengths we can work on. And I would rather work with my strengths and get better at my strengths than work on my weaknesses, because it would take you way longer. I'd actually even prefer to even employ someone in the long run to handle my weaknesses if I can, using my strengths, And YouTube is actually, let's say, so diverse in how you can succeed, to the point that I would say, if you show me your channel, for instance, and I see what exactly you do, who you are trying to target, I will give you the best strategy straight up. And you know what, guys? I'm going to talk about this more in depth in the next video, because I want to actually like start reviewing channels on YouTube and giving a feedback on my own for free. Like just say, for instance, if you have a YouTube channel right now that you are working on, you've been working on for many years, I don't know, or for a while, or just getting started, just comment below and I will simply check in the comment section, see the channel, and make a video about your channel and just tell you straight up what you should be doing, what you are doing right, what you are doing wrong, and what you should be doubling down on. Like that would definitely be the biggest help, because there are so many different niches and some of them are a bit similar, some are very different, and they therefore need like different let's say advice or tips, because it will make it a lot easier for you to grow. Sometimes you watch a video of a guru that would say, do this, that, and that, and gurus try to give tips that can apply to many channels. But some gurus will give tips that apply more to like, educational channels. And just depending on your channel, I can actually look and say, hey, this would work for you, that won't work for you. And it would also, I think, give people that have a similar channel a better understanding on what to do and what not to do. Because although I'm also good at giving general advice, what I just said is what would work for most people. Like, simply being very consistent with your uploads would work for every YouTuber. But if you actually show me your channel, I can give you like, a little better tip, which is simply, let's say, more, which is simply more fitting to what you are trying to accomplish. And since I'm not charging for it, as for right now, because I mostly work with companies and I'm trying to help the small YouTubers that haven't yet been able to earn a dime from their YouTube actually grow and earn a dime, So I'll do it for free. Just comment your channel. I will pick one and make a video on them and upload. Simple as that. But I will talk more about this in a different video, because but with that being said, guys, I actually already made a video which is an hour long, giving you guys all the best advice I could give if I were to start YouTube again from zero, how I would approach my YouTube game to actually make money faster, smarter, and also to succeed better in today's, with today's latest updates. So just go and watch that video. It's somewhere right here around my video, and learn from it, because that is simply giving you guys, I would say, 10 years of hard-learned lessons, and also 10 years of, oh my God, a lot of cash lost from not doing what I know now. So that, if I were to sell that, you guys, I would sell it for, I don't know what price, but it's priceless. Yeah, it's priceless. To me, I could have spent 50,000 on that knowledge and still make more than 20x if I knew what I knew. If I knew what I know now earlier, sooner, right? So it's priceless knowledge. You should definitely watch that video, because it would simply change everything for you. And with that being said, guys, these play buttons are worthless if you're actually in the YouTube game to make money. These buttons are worthless, but it's something that is nice to show, because it simply shows some credibility in the game, because hey, it's just better to learn from someone that has done it. So even though my views now are still low and I'm just getting started with this channel, this shows that he knows what he's talking about, and in the long run you guys will get it. All right, and even this channel that is still small now will become big tomorrow. So with that being said, guys, thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Subscribe and watch this video to grow your channel as fast and smart as possible. Take care.